longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, explorers, get ready. We're at our next destination, the Viharn Sien Museum. So many things to look at here. Okay, ready? Let's go.
Also here on display in the courtyard of the Viharn Sien Museum is this amazing gold statue of a Chinese dragon. As we go around the museum today, you'll see many plaques displayed like this that will help us provide some information about the different displays that they have. Here you can see that this plaque has been displayed in both Chinese, Thai, and English. Make sure that everybody understands the origin of such amazing artwork.
A big belly like this is actually a sign of good luck and good fortune. Because you've had a big belly, it means you've had lots of food. Lots of food means it's been good times, lucky times. So this guy is representing good luck. Oh, these guys make me feel good about not getting any exercise. Look, they're still happy.
Many of the statues here are depictions of ancient gods from Chinese mythology. But also, there are statues here of saints and sages from ancient China who provided amazing teachings. In this case, you see here the symbol is of the Tao, showing the balance of yin and yang. Two sides, they come together for balance and unity in the world.
This is a statue of the museum's founder, Zhang Na Hung Hok Piet. He was born in Thailand but grew up in China. Having done so, was able to foster very good relationships between China and Thailand and was able to bring this museum together.
Okay guys, so now that we've finished looking inside of the courtyard, it's time for us to go inside the museum. Come on. Before we go inside, it's really important that everybody needs to take off their shoes. It's a sign of respect. Okay everybody, so we're going inside the museum now. There's going to be so much for us to see here, but we still need to be respectful, which means not too loud, okay? Come on. Okay, now have a look at this. These amazing statues are of the Arhats, which were close followers of the Buddha. This museum contains some amazing artwork. You can see from the plaques here, this is telling us that these works of art are almost 2,000 years old. These handcrafted paintings, like this one of Guanyin, was painted almost 1,500 years ago. Here he is. This is the statue of the first emperor of China, Emperor Shi Huang, who unified, which means he brought together all the different parts of China into one empire. This is one of the most amazing exhibits inside of this museum. These statues are not replicas, which means they're not copies. These are the original statues that were buried with the first emperor of China. So around 50 years ago,
there were some explorers in central China around an area called Sien. What they found was amazing. Over here is a model example of what they found. Come have a look. And what they found was that the emperor was buried with all of these life-size statues. Over 8,000 soldiers and over 500 horses were buried alongside of him. And this is a model replica of all of the statues that were buried when the first emperor of China died. Now, another amazing thing that they discovered when they found all of these statues buried on the ground was that none of them were alike. Every single statue was unique. They were all carved differently, and their faces were different, the way they were standing was different, and they were even would have been painted originally. But over time, the paint has worn off. Remember, these were originally buried more than 2,000 years ago. So many of the statues in this museum have been made out of bronze. Bronze is an alloy that is made by melting copper and melting tin. When they melt those two metals and mix them together, that's how they're able to make bronze. And then with that alloy, they're able to make such amazing statues such as these. Now this is a particularly amazing exhibit. This is the Jade Pagoda. Now, jade is a precious stone. In this case, it was hand-carved to make this amazing pagoda. It's also quite delicate, which is another reason we cannot touch it. Because even though it's made of stone, it could break quite easily. On this wall, there's a display of one of the most famous texts from ancient China. It's called The Journey to the West. The Journey to the West revolves around four main characters. The Monkey King, who's leading a priest with their companions Pig and Water to India. There, the plan is to find sacred texts to bring back to China, help bring balance between earth and heaven. Long ago, before there were cars, this was the fastest way to get around. It's called a chariot. A chariot is like a wagon that's pulled by horses. Check this out, this is really cool. This is a model of the Great Wall of China, the longest wall in the world. The Great Wall of China was actually built over hundreds of years. And the reason it was built was to keep out another group of people who were called the Mongols, who were trying to invade China. Now here's another statue that was carved out of jade. This time it was carved into a tiger. If you come really close, you can see the exquisite detail that's put inside here. Now remember, this statue It's almost 200 years old. So now we're on the second floor courtyard of the Viharn Museum. Many statues up here and a lot to see. This time we want to look at something a little bit different, because I see something over here about Kung Fu.
Fight!
Please, no more. I'm sorry. That concludes our tour of the Viharn Museum. I had a great time. I hope you've enjoyed it. Till next time, stay curious, and we'll see you soon.